go with that one. That's easy. First thing I did was Mike Street. Well, that's my name, Michael Street. But Mike Street, I bought that thing. That's mine. You use it, you got to pay a fee. Not that I'm getting a lot of money from it right now, but in the future, if somebody uses it, they're going to have to pay a fee for it. The business side of things are the most important part of it. These days, especially if you make a living off of it. It's good when you go into a business relationship with somebody to make sure y'all are the same accord. And fortunately, they have contracts for that. Lonnie B is not going to do an art of noise or an event. And I'm speaking for him, I'm comfortable speaking for him. He's not going to do an event at a venue without a contract. I'm not going to do anything without a contract. I'm not going to go work at the radio station when contract A runs out until contract B is signed. If it's in writing, we get that little notary thing on it, the little squeeze thing that they put at the bottom of the page, then we're good. I'm protected at that point. I won't go into more detail. I'll let you know. Oh, okay. But the physical things aren't going to have the value. It's the intellectual property, like she was saying, whether it's an idea. If you come up with an idea, you write your idea down, and you go through the legal steps to assure that idea is yours, that it's unique. And if it's not, the people who fill out the paperwork at the, for the government, they'll let you know, no, somebody else already had this idea. Somebody else already came up with this concept. But you still have to make sure that you try to make it your own. It might not bear fruit for you, but the people who come after you, your kids, your family, they can make a lot of money off of that. Like, did that lady that made the Super Soaker, it took her years to get money off of that, right? But she was smart enough to make sure that she filled out the proper paperwork to make sure it was hers. And she had to sue some folks, but she got her money. And that's all you have to do is make sure your paperwork is straight, legally straight. Because just because you write it down don't make it true. I don't feel like I'm rambling. Go
ahead. I'm definitely about my business, trying to make sure everything is straight. I want to give Mike Street credit one more time because just listen to him talk. Even though it's 5 o'clock for the past couple of years, we're on the radio at the exact same time. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing all the things that I'm doing business-wise, when I have conversations with Mike Street, it's always, have you done this? Do you have this right? Whatever, So it's never a competition. That's my brother, and I think that it's real important for a brother to, make sure that I'm on top of my stuff. So I just want to give him props for that one more last time.
Yeah.
I echo that. Making sure your paperwork is correct. You have paperwork. When we were growing up, it was the old man's copyright. You make a copy and you take the mail to yourself. I don't even know if that is real, but
it's held up in court.
Okay.
It's held up.
As long as it has a federal stamp.
Gotcha.
Yep.
But these days it's too easy. You can go to LegalZoom.com. You can get official. You ain't got to mail nothing to yourself. But for myself, like I said, I produce documentaries. At one point, I had like 50, 60 mini documentaries on YouTube. I had to take a lot of them down because people were writing books and doing college classes based on what I was giving people for free. I was doing that. We used to say, oh, we do it for the love of the culture. Not at 52. I did it for the love of the culture. I love the culture, and I did it for free. I did it for free for a long time. If you went to Alvin Hill Middle School from 82 to 84, you could catch me every morning in the lunchroom rapping for free. I gave Dr. Roy West a headache at that school. I did it for free for a long. I did it for free. He was the principal. I did it for free for a long time. I'm a grown man right now. People have benefited off of my work. So I don't do anything for free. The paperwork's got to be right. Whether it's trademarking, your branding, paperwork's got to be right. And be careful who you share your ideas with. You got a good idea. Unless maybe even your mama. I would say don't even share with her. But hey, in all seriousness, be careful who you share your ideas with, because you'll look up and it's like, oh man, that's what I just told you about, was that TV show. And your buddy got that TV show on the internet. So yeah, make sure everything is legally tight.
I agree with everything they said. Same thing with me. That's why you haven't seen my documentaries on YouTube. You know, that's why. Everybody said, man, you can put it on YouTube eventually. Man, it's for sale yet? Eventually. You know, you got to make sure your business is right. You got to make sure. Somebody tried to get slick with me on something just off the trailer. They tried to take one of my trailers and build something on it, but they didn't have enough. I reached out to them kindly, and I told them I would send a cease and desist. And if that's not good enough, then, and I ain't this way, but I said, I can introduce you to Roscoe. You know, I can introduce you to that, but no. I was that angry. And that's another thing you have to learn in this business. People will make you angry. People will make you lose it. And you have to find some way to control yourself and your emotions. And that's something that I've been still working on till this day. My wife tells me all the time, you got to work on that. You got to work. Matter of fact, Mike Street just said something about that to me the other day. He said, look, man, just chill. You know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. Jay and I have done some things together where we sign paperwork. And Jay is also doing my life story, by the way. So he's doing that, and I can't find a better person to do it. I was approached by a few people anyway, but I just wasn't comfortable. And I just said, you know what, Jay, you're doing films and stuff now, man. I'd like you to do it. I feel comfortable with you. And he didn't hesitate to agree. You know, so eventually at times I come, but this man's busy with Rock the Bells and everything. Every 50th hip hop anniversary going on, he's there. You know, he is there. He's jet setting and all that stuff. I'm so proud of this man right here. Very proud. Very proud.
El Bravador.
Yes.